Come on now. Come on with it. Come on with it. Welcome, 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 welcome. We finna get started. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just need to check, make sure we live. Make sure everything is copacetic on the live end. You know what I'm saying? I do not see we live yet. I see we live. Okay, you can hear it now. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's transition. Pause. Let's transition. Pause. You know what I mean? Let's hit a pause on the transition. Okay. Let's hit the pause on the transition. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another live with the kid. Yes, sir. We're gonna try to go to we're gonna open the market today. Maybe go till like 10 o'clock. We'll see. We'll see how y'all energy is for real, for real. I'm gonna keep y'all right here in my face just so I know what's going on. Good morning, though. Good morning. Hopefully, everybody having a good week. I'm expecting. We'll see. There's gonna be some. There's gonna be some stuff. Let's talk about. I'm gonna watch Metastock today for sure. We got some money on the line. We got some money on the line today. Y'all let me know if y'all liking the live setup. If y'all can hear me clearly. I'll make sure y'all can hear me. I got my tea. Rocking and rolling. It's probably gonna be the first time I go like 2 hours, so let's see how it goes. We got Meta. Oh, I always forget that y'all can't see because my joint be on the side. So let's. Oh shit. Meta platforms. Maybe it's a little bit helpful if I put it there. It's a little bit more helpful, as y'all could see. Meta platforms. This is what we're watching today, right now. I'm hoping for a bounce. Kind of see it it's definitely slowly picking up. We'll see. I haven't checked pre-market. Let's make sure XRP price. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, man. I'm going over a little bit of everything, man. Going over a little bit of everything. Crypto has been, I keep remembering, gotta bring this to a place where y'all can see it. Crypto is I don't want to say crypto is what's here. Also, shout out to come on, I gotta shut this out, man. Shout out to my brother Tev, man, for getting me this money master the game book, man. My brother's always he's always buying me a book that I can learn from, especially financial stuff, which is good, man. A lot more people need to do that with their friends. Buy your friend a book, and it don't got to be a special occasion. We'll just be talking on the phone about a business, business stuff, business talk, and then he'll just go and send me a book just based off our conversation. It's actually something that I've actually picked up and I'm trying to do just with friends in general. Send my friends a book if possible. What we got? We got about about less than an hour and a half till the market opens. Almost choked, y'all. That ain't no regular tea, just so y'all know. That's that black seed oil, oregano oil, and some natural leafed green tea. Let's see what's on the stock futures. Oh, I think Palantir is on the clock today, y'all. I think I got into Palantir like back when it was like, I don't want to say new, but kind of new. When it was still, sorry, I'm like looking for something to put my phone. When it was still, I was dabbling with Palantir when it was still like, people weren't dabbling, I guess is the best way to put it. people weren't taking risks. It definitely wasn't the price that it is now. Let's see. And I think when I was messing around with Palantir, it was at $20. Maybe not though. Nah, definitely. I'm like, I feel like I remember 2023 at $20. I would have never. Let me fix this so y'all can see it. I would have never figured that they would have made it to 200. Like, when you see some of these charts, you honestly start to be like, yo, we might be in the craziest bubble that our country has ever seen. Dog, the past 5 years, Palantir is up 1,300%. They're up on the clock today, so we'll see. Let's see. Plenty of bulls and bears to hash out over Palantir, a maker of data analytics. They say that Palantir is going to like help a lot of these government companies move a little bit more efficiently because of the way the analytics, but we'll see. We'll see. We will see. When will the profits stop? Will they ever stop? Who knows? It's not looking like it at this point. All right, who else we got to? I think I had shared. I got a video coming out at 11 a.m. as well where I share all the stocks that are, not all, but like some of the ones that stood out to me that are reporting earnings. We got some big names this week. Oh, I want to talk about that Neo robot. Dog. This was like the top of the topic of the week last week. 20,000 humanoid. I watched a video on this, which was mad funny. You know what I just clicked, man. I hate pop-ups. I don't even like this site. Too many pop-ups, y'all. Too many pop-ups. We moving on. There's too many other sites looking for these views. There we go. Come on. Nah, I don't like this one either. I don't like this one either. Can we just get a, here we go. 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 I hope y'all can see that. The look is kind of fire. I'm not even gonna lie. But I have read that this stuff is like, the robot's not even ready. I guess all the videos that they've been showing, there's a person on the back end controlling the robot. So I guess this is just ambition. You can pre-order it just like you can pre-order the Tesla Roadster that 5 to 10 years later we still don't have. But a robot to do your dishes and like tidy up around the house, this seems like it's gonna be just like a rich people thing. I mean, obviously that's how it's always gonna start out, but like, I guess how much time are you really saving? Well, here's what it all comes down to, y'all. How much is your time worth to you? If your time is worth more than $500 a month to do dishes, laundry, cleaning, then then it's a fair price. But this is gonna be it's gonna be interesting. One, because it's like a fabric, so I know that this ain't gonna end well. Splashes, you're talking about cleaning up. You're gonna tell me this thing's never gonna drop anything. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But it's cool, man. I don't know. It's scary, but it's kind of cool if I can just have a robot kind of handling everything, and then, Okay, so it says right here, Neo will primarily be operated via remote workers. To start, owners will have to register for an app on their phones from which they can schedule tasks they want the robot to complete. In other words, anyone who wants Neo in their house is going to have to get comfortable with a stranger peeping around every nook and cranny. If we don't have your data, we can't make the product better. All right. Okay, he added that on top of the teleoperations, the machine will be gathering data from your house to train its AI software so that, in theory, it'll be able to perform tasks autonomously in the future. Oh man, we are going into a world, and I already kind of knew this, but we're going into a world with zero privacy. That's just kind of like, that's where we're at with it, because it's like, what? Now I'm with, I did not know that last part, that's how it's going to operate. I thought that they were just doing that for the videos. So someone else, so it's going to be like having a fake person in your house? What? Like, what if, yo, this is going to be one of the craziest times in our world. It's like we're going to operate fake robots. Like, imagine just being at the crib and you working for Neo. This is going to be like working from home. You working for Neo, and you like searching through someone else's house, man. This means the opulence is going to be even more bigger than I expected, man. Wow. Y'all let me know what y'all think about would you buy a Neo? Would you buy a Neo is the real question. It's like, I just wish that we would stop lying when it comes to, not lying, I guess they're being upfront with it, but we're forcing, how do I phrase this in a way where I'm not sounding like a bear, but we're like forcing technology in present day that isn't ready. Like, this isn't ready. The only way to make this ready is to have this in people's homes with a stranger watching over, and then collect the data, because obviously you got to collect the data over how many every years. So it's like, this is more like it'd be a cool warehouse, like a little warehouse bought to have. I don't know. It won't be me having the Neo, I'll tell y'all that. I'm trying to think, like, unless the Neo can edit like me, I don't really care for the robots, man. Wait, Tesla reports this week? Did I miss that? I must have missed it. The Tesla board and Musk himself hinting he could leave if investors vote down the proposal. Yeah, man, I think this is kind of interesting. Elon Musk threatening its board members. Man, pop-ups is crazy. Yeah, Elon Musk threatening its board holders is definitely a little, I don't want to say extreme, but have we seen these types of actions in the past? Like the way to like move in this financial world is move like the mafia. Tesla's November 6th shareholder meeting could go down as one of the most important events in history of the company, while most observers and betting markets expect Elon Musk's widely publicized, extensively analyzed $1 trillion long-term compensation package will pass shareholder approval. There is the distinctive possibility that it does not. And truthfully, I think that the shareholders are going to pass it. I didn't get to vote, which I was a little worried, unless I just missed the email. But I don't think Tesla shareholders want this company without Elon. So it would only make sense to approve that package, even if it is $1 trillion package. I think it's more just he wants voting rights, which is smart because they'll finesse him out of his own company without the voting rights. That's what happens. So just make sure you are aware. Oh, I was supposed to go live on I told myself we were gonna start going live on TikTok. Let's do it. Let's fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I did say we was gonna start going live on TikTok. Oh, I can't go live because I don't have 1,000 followers. Ain't that a mother? Ain't that some, man? All right, head over to the TikTok. I keep saying I'm gonna put all my ads at the top of the screen, but we'll put it in the comment section. Follow me on TikTok. Cause we do gotta get the TikTok to 1,000 before we can get on live, man. That's kind of corny. Kind of corny. Was it sign in at 6? Yeah. Here we go. Yep. Let's make sure. Showing love, y'all. All right. Let's get back to it. Cannot go on TikTok live. You thought. 8:20 in the morning. We got about under an hour. I bought some XRP this morning, y'all. Word on the street is, you know what? Do your own research. I always tell y'all that. No word on the street from me. All right, so we got Tesla getting crazy. We got, what else we got? Let's see, they talk about live updates. Egypt opens $1 billion Grand Egyptian Museum. We'll see. It's a lot going on in the world, man. You know, I feel like the world is kind of like, you ever seen those pictures where like, let me see. It's like an analogy, like, I'm trying to find like, all right, I can't find a metaphor, but pretty much it's like all these countries have like a view of the top, a view of the future, a view of like the gold, the pot, and I think like we're all kind of like we're helping each other, but at the same time we're like knocking each other down, and then we're making deals behind each other's backs, and then it's like one thing after another. It's actually very interesting. But that's why you want to have what they call international exposure. Be invested in some companies that I would say make money internationally. You know, let's see what gold price is at. There's something about like, it's mad funny because people be like, it's not you don't hold the crypto, it's not your coin. It's like, so how does it work when you invest in gold? If you're not investing in bricks, you know, what is you really investing in if you're not investing in bricks? Right? If you're just buying ETFs, you technically don't own it, according to the gurus. I was looking for a cold wallet. If any of y'all got information on cold wallets, drop it in the comment section below. I'm gonna definitely start going on live a little bit more to what they call boost just the channel overall, man, because y'all not liking enough. So I need a little boost on the back end. On the back end. On the back end. On the back end. Patriots won last night. Shout out to the people. Shout out to the people. All right, back to regular schedule programming. All right, we got to make some money today, y'all. Like, I need Meta to go crazy. I need Meta to go, not even ballistic, but like, I need Meta to at least get me back up to 6. Damn. 690 would be smooth. Nice little $50 move would be smooth. 690 would be. I need an XRP to. Ah, man, this is a time to. Let's talk about TTD. We got TTD reporting this week, man. I need this to do numbers. I need Trade Desk to at least get me to 60s, man. I don't even know why, like. Alright, so. This is what I'm always like, just sorry. When I blank out, it's because I'm like, I thought I see some information very important. And I'll snap out of whatever this, I'll forget I'm on camera and just start going into trader mode. And I'm looking for information. That's pretty much like as an investor. Damn, I'm hungry. I'm fucking, y'all heard that? We gonna eat after 10 o'clock, dog. Gotta get the live in first. I was supposed to do this at nighttime. All right, so Trade Desk reports on November 6th after market close. Damn, that's the worst too. I hate the aftermarket close joints. But all right, we expect revenue to grow 14% year over year to roughly 707 million. Macro uncertainty and tough competition clouds TTD's near-term outlook. Okay. So let's see. I mean, they usually beat. So earnings beat for T this time around. The combination of positive earnings. Cushion time performance in the to-be-reported quarter. CTV is the fastest growing segment of the digital ad market and ongoing shift from the linear TV. All right. It's a lot of jibba jabba. Okay, so let's hopefully there's an uptrend on the EPS surprise. The times that it's been down, it's definitely worked its way down, but overall, if we're looking at the same thing, price and EPS surprise, overall, like, this should be a win for this Thursday. Really should triple down on this, but got to mitigate the risk, y'all. Like, that's another thing I want to try to know. Like, and this is the reason why everybody isn't always hitting. I mean, sometimes you do. Sometimes you say forget about risk management, but I'm not risking everything every time I jump into a play. It's like you put enough in where you can make some money, and if you lose that, you're all right with it. And if you win, you're ecstatic, but you're like, damn, I should have put more. I go through that issue all the time. All right, TTD this week. Beyond Meat this week. We got Canopy Growth this week. This is talk about holding the bag. If there was a definition of a bag holder in 2018, dog, dog, I need y'all to see this, because this is when they say don't hold the bag. This is exactly what I did. Y'all, I need y'all to really never hold a bag like this. Now, in 2018, I thought, listen, and I was right because I had the information. It's not like, dog, do you see the price of this? Oh, this is so sickening to even just oh my God, like just thinking about this, it really hurts my heart. Because I was buying hair, man. I was buying hair. No, I think I was buying it. If I'm not mistaken, I was buying in the 18 range. It would jump up, and it started coming back down, back to 18. Then it shot up. I had never seen 2018. So was it 2018? No. Damn, man, what price did I buy it at? I definitely wasn't buying it at all, but I wasn't trading it. Okay, nah, you know what? 19, no, I wasn't trading. March. Okay, so 2020, I had to have been trading it. Oh, okay, so the price is going to show different because they did a reverse stock split. So this 118 price was really like between $20 and $18. All right, that's why I was like getting confused. Like when these companies do these stock splits, that shit really throw you off. You really start forgetting where you bought in at. But I bought in 2020, probably riding this whole wave up, and then it got up to here, $400. I mean, it wasn't $400, but equivalent to maybe like $100 something or something, like $80 or something. I don't know. You do the math on your own time. But I had watched it go all the way here. Didn't take my money out. Watched it come back down here. Didn't take my money out. Watched it come back down here. Didn't take my money out. Watched it come back down here. Didn't take my money out. And now we all the way over here with it. And the moral of that story is that, like, as an investor, bro, like, you have to have an exit plan. Like, you can't, I mean, obviously there's some stuff you can hold long term, and then that's just what it is. But you have to know where you playing. Like, you have to be able to read the room. You have to be able to walk into this financial environment, this financial party, what I'm gonna call it, and know when they finna shoot the club up, right? They go and shoot the club up. When big money comes in like this, they are going to bring it all the way down and bring it even more down, because what they're doing, they're putting money in, betting it to go up, and then they're betting, knowing that they're going to pull out, they're shorting the whole stock. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know when big money is in this. So something like a Tesla, let's see, we got an hour till market opens. You know, this is something like, I wouldn't mind holding a Tesla for long term, right? It has nothing to do with there's no, I mean, I guess there's some government regulation, but like, so with Canopy, I was so new to investing, I didn't understand that, like, they hype up, people hype up, news markets hype up legislation. So sometimes things aren't even legal, but we're acting as if it's about to be legal. And I thought they were going to make cannabis legal federally in 2020 because I figured we needed the money as a government. I figured that, and I guess it's state to state, but I figured with the economy being closed that we were going to need the tax money. And, you know, I was kind of right. We were going towards a great stretch. And I think that when we went Republican with the president is what it should have been, like the real indication for me. And I still didn't see it because I didn't understand what was going on. Trump was definitely not gonna federally legalize cannabis, so I'm not really sure what I was thinking, man. I'm not really sure what I was thinking, man. But I had some high hopes for Canopy growth. Still do. Somehow still do till this day. Cause I'll hold on, man. This is a loss, but it's not a real loss until I let go of everything. But I took a big hit here on Canopy. Shout out to the bag holders. I'm one of them. Never again, though. Never again. Let's see. I ain't getting caught again. I am definitely see the stock. I'm not getting caught slipping again. Let's see. Is CDA profitable? It's not current. Has negative earnings. Show a net loss for the period and for continued losses in the near term. Though some forces it could be profitable within the next years. The channel revenue was okay over the next 3 years. All right. Well, name of the game, y'all. It's to find companies that make money. Intel, Lilly. They're saying Lilly stock is near a buying point. They got to be on crack. Dog. Coming out. See, this is why I'm like, I need my own news platform, because saying that a stock at $862 is not at $625, not at $714, but it's a buy at $862. Wow. Damn. Eli Lilly builds $300 billion site in the Netherlands. I don't know what this is. These websites be so weird. Like, I don't know. The way that they, their tax just to collect money or data is just, Okay, let's see. What time is it? 9:37. I keep getting my time mixed up. 8:37. I got the wrong time on my clock over there, so I keep looking across the way. Let's see where XRP is. I'm gonna be sorry, y'all. We finna be checking Ethereum. I should get some more Ethereum today for real. $36. I need to trigger a buy at 36. These predictions be all over the place. One person says 3,000, next person says 6,000. It'll drive you crazy. It really would drive you crazy. All right. Send channel higher, trend line, and now heading toward the key demand zone 34. This may be a good time to get out, but we're gonna buy more. I'm gonna stick through it. I think Ethereum has a lot of leg room to run, but I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong. That's how this life go. You could be. It's like, that's why it's funny when everybody's like, "Oh, I know this is gonna." Man, ain't nobody. No one knows nothing, man. Unless you got a crystal ball sitting in front of your antennas. You don't know what's gonna happen. Let's look at the Bitcoin price. I say Bitcoin and I always say Bitcoin and Ethereum kind of trading the same way. Like, how similar do these look? It's the same chart. And then, that's why I was like, you own one, you own all, but it's like, I don't know. I guess that's why it's like good to own whatever you can get the most of, quantity of, because if it's all trending the same way, then you can kind of win. It's not, I mean, I guess it's not supposed to be doing that, but there's a correlation, so. Hold up. I didn't even know that there was a golf course in New York. It's crazy. That's fire. I did not know that there was a I did not know that there was a golf course in New York. That hard. That hard. That hard. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. I mean, let's see what the. Let's see Starbucks. I've been trying to get some Starbucks insider information, man. I just haven't been able to get it. Haven't been able to get it. Oh, did they report? Beat September 25. You missed on APS, beat on revenue. Did I miss this earnings? Q4 earnings are 2% growth in global same-store sales. Company closed 107 stores that opened in earnest. Closing 107 stores. Net income fell by 85%. Is insanery. What y'all think about Starbucks, y'all? Is that a place you're going to shop? I feel like we're shifting, right? As a society, a lot of the stocks that people poured into during the pandemic, they're kind of getting away from right now. They're kind of like abandoning these plays, which is kind of interesting, actually. It's actually very interesting. I want to look at Constellation Brands, because it's another one that they're talking about Trump attending Supreme Court, Trump on tariffs, snapping a 7-quarter losing streak. For the first time since Q4 2023, Starbucks reported positive global same-store sales. This means that the stores in operation for 12 months or longer grew sales as a whole by 1% year over year in Starbucks' case. Okay. So let me just explain to y'all how a lot of these companies fake their growth, right? And Kava's kind of known for doing the same thing, even though I did speak about them this week. I actually like Kava for real, but it's the fake growth that they kind of build up over time. So let's see. No, put you back over here. All right. So the way that these companies make it seem like they grow more than they really are is they're opening new stores rapidly, and they oversaturate the market. So if I can reach everybody, obviously, like, we're going to grow, even if we're losing with overhead, because it's kind of like a liability and it's not something that has to be paid within those first 30 days. You can kind of make it seem as if you're making more money. So when you start closing these stores, now you're not making as much money. Even if you were losing, the income isn't coming in because you don't have the same amount of stores that you did before. You don't have the reach. Now, every time I go into a Starbucks, it is packed out, I will say. Same with Kava. Well, I've been to one Kava recently, but when I worked in the agencies, all people talked about was Kava. So yeah, gotta figure it out. Super chat. I don't even know what the fuck a super chat is, yo. Super chat. We ain't got no guidelines on the chat right now. All right, we got 45 minutes till open. I need more people of color up there, y'all. I'm saying. All right. So yeah. So that's why sales are going down. I think you wait for like a overall market pullback for Starbucks. I like Starbucks in the 70s. Starbucks in the 70s might be a win. Might be. I just might be. Kava's reporting on November 4th, so in a couple of days. We'll see. We'll keep a close eye on that one. Let's see. There was what was that? No. All right, this is one that we watching too. Sold by National Trust. Oh man. They got hedge funds selling it before the state by 8.4% second quarter, according to the company in its most recent 13 filed securities. 85,000 shares of the company after selling 7,000 shares during the period. 13 million. God damn. God. 13 million. 1% in the second quarter. Okay. All right. 52-week low, 127. Okay. 140, 150-day moving average, 141, and turning at 163. Coming forward, the quarter had revenue. We'll pause for the current year. Okay. Okay. So they got a new dividend. 142, underperforming last time. Hold to a strong sell. You know, I think I might hold off on this one. I think we got to go to in the full. It's gonna sound crazy, but I feel like we have to go into a full recession before people start drinking a lot. Right? I think things that work well in the recessions are liquor and cigarettes. Those are two to actually, I started reading being used to treat patients. If this is right, all right, I had came across this thing that like there were doctors and researchers are using nicotine to treat patients. It's insane. Nicotine is being researched and used in clinical trials as a treatment for various conditions, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, depression, ADHD, and certain inflammatory diseases. It may improve cognitive function, reduce inflammation, but it's important to know that these uses are experimental. Nicotine is an additive substance with potential side effects, of course. Of course. I had seen something like they were saying like if they gave it to a kid, like putting nicotine between their neck, if they had like this one disease, that it would cure it, and that's kind of insane, y'all. But as an investor, a lot of this stuff is going to happen, and I don't even know how to say it. Let's see it. Profitable. Okay, so STD is profitable. Dang, 15% decrease in recent quarters. Though this is better than expected. Nah. I think that this one's a hold. $140. Let's see. I mean, I think Constellation at a little bit below 140. Like I said, buying at the right price is always my biggest thing. So, and I feel like when you know how you like to enter and exit, I feel like stick to your strategy. Stick to your strategy, because I'm a definitely stick to mine. This can't be all the news that we got. Stable Offshore Corp, scheduled strategic update. What the hell is Sable? Sable. There's so many different like firms. Intel stock got some good news. I guess we buying. I guess China just bought some soybeans from us. Whatever that means. Sorry, y'all. Heavily distracted. Trying to find. Let's see. Let's see. What we got? What are we looking at? Oh, Beyond Meat, man. Beyond Meat reports this week. Wait. They rescheduled? Nah. How's that even? Oh, this is not good. Beyond Meat. It's rescheduling the reporting of financial results. That's not good. 3 months as now you're able to reasonably quantify that amount required this time. Wait. A non-cash impairment charge. What? What does this even mean, y'all? Okay, a non-cash impairment charge. See, this is how you have to think, y'all. Right? This world, this financial world, and sorry if I keep I just got to give y'all a little bit of my thoughts in between things because it wouldn't be me if I was doing that, right? This game wasn't meant for us to understand. There's going to be a lot of confusing terminology. There's going to be a lot of what they call creative writing, and a lot of it's words so that you don't really understand what's going on. But as an investor, you gotta look these words up so that you really know, because if you don't know what's going on with your money or how they're using your money, it's not good. So a non-cash impairment charge is an accounting entry that reduces the book value of an asset on a company's balance sheet when its market value has fallen below its carrying value. This occurs because the asset's expected future cash flow have decreased and it's a non-cash expense, meaning no cash is paid out. Examples include a reduction in the value of property, equipment, or goodwill. Oh, okay. Okay, it is non-cash. It is recorded on the income statement and reduces the asset's value on. So, why it happens, economic downturns, a general recession can negatively impact new technology. So is this poor performance, a product or business unit fails to generate expected cash flows? So my thing is this because they bought stock and they were valuing it at one price and then now they have to alternate the value? Could it be? Okay. So they're trying to figure out how they can let y'all know that they didn't fuck up, pretty much. Or mess up, sorry. Sorry for the swear, YouTube. Yeah, if you'd like to join this call and figure out how they're gonna waste the little bit of money that I have left in this company, it will be at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Western. On November 11th. Shout out to Beyond Meat. Yeah, they dusted me. They definitely dusted me. They took care of me. What's the other one? Not Beyond Meat. Impossible. Meat stuff. I don't even think they have stuff. I think they're owned by private company, not publicly traded. Okay. Okay. It's not looking good for Beyond Me, I'll tell y'all that. But, I try not to think about that too much because, yeah, y'all know why. What do y'all think about the investment code? So, Apple, what's intriguing me about Apple is that I think we're forgetting that they are like one of the only companies that are not operating off them NVIDIA chips. They're doing their own chips. I wish I could explain to y'all the price I got at Apple. Y'all would probably drop if you knew, when you get in at a good price, it's such a good feeling because I don't want to say you don't ever have to worry, but it's cash-like. It's cash-like. Let's see. 30 more minutes until The bell rings off. Let's check. Let's check who gonna be doing the bell. Let's see. This thing's just jumping. Let's see. Shut down economic. And there's a lot of impact happening right now. And I think that's what's gonna happen. Yes, we are. Wow. A year or two ago, we were at like 33. Wow. 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 That is crazy. Like we are aware of billions and billions and billions of dollars of fraud in our system, and we still can't figure it out. It's actually sickening. I think Elon Musk have recently talks about government fraud on. Let's see. I want to see if we can I want to see if we could play some of these clips, like Elon Musk talking about the fraud. I don't know why it's just, it literally brings up the same video every single time. You look up one thing. GRE fraud. Let's see. I want a short clip. All right. We're not gonna watch this whole thing. This he's talking about Social Security. This one was crazy. It's finesse. So pretty much, here's the breakdown. All the other government agencies uses Social Security to confirm a person's eligibility. So what he's saying is, you have people listed in there that were dead hundreds of years ago, that were not even alive because their date of birth is the future, and they're getting benefits across the board. It may not even be, maybe they do get Social Security, maybe not, but the fact that they can still take money from other people and they're dead is crazy. It's trackable. Y'all hear that? It's trackable. Now, I just, I just be very confused as a citizen, and I understand that we have to, the role that our country plays is, we are the helping country for a lot of other countries, and that's what makes us so strong. is that we can be there for other countries and we can be there to help them and we can be there to support them. But I think that we have to, you know, we have a lot of issues in our own country, man. So it's just crazy how we're just watching money flow like this and people don't even realize what's going on. Some of y'all watching right now don't even know what's going on. That's why I love this guy, man. All right, so it's like, I think that that was crazy, but that's the battle we're dealing with. Affordable. People do deserve health care, don't get me wrong. But I do believe that. Yeah, it is big, very big deal. Big money. Ooh, defrauded the American people. We just getting defrauded left year over year, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, man. Like, we have to wake up, dog. Hell no. Hell no. Put me on the bed. Put me on the bed, gang. Put 30 a year, gang. Put me on the gang. If the average person, average salary in America, right, is 66,000. I need y'all to do this math for me, because some of us be sleep. Some people be wondering why I be so angry sometimes, or why I'm so like business focused. If the average salary is $66,000 in the United States, and they just said some families are paying $30,000, right, a year. So I'm assuming when they say people paying $30,000, there's people that are married, maybe so doubling this one to probably bring in 120, and it costs half of what someone bring in to just not even like surgery. Like we're not even saying you getting surgery. We're saying like just to be covered, it's costing half of that. It's insane, y'all. It's insane. It's insane. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I don't really like his attitude. Y'all can't see him because my face is covering him, but oh God. We have, oh my, we have, wow, man, wow. We got a time on our hands, y'all. Cause they not lying when they say, y'all see, I'm over here nervously checking the XRP every. You would have thought I had $1 million in XRP the way I'm constantly checking. I like this. I like this topic. So pretty much, to run Bitcoin, to run AI, to run these data factories that they're putting to, they just put a huge one. Y'all want to see, they just put a huge one in Atlanta. It's like you see these things on, you see them on like what they call QTS. You see them on pictures and on the TV, but like you can literally drive by this one. They built a new one in West Midtown. Of course, they ain't trying to show no pictures of this thing, man. But it's done. It's definitely done. They're not trying to show no pictures. But watch how I get their ass. Don't let me get a maps. All right, watch this. Let's see. Address. I know it's right across West Marietta. We go to 1045 West Marietta. All right, we're gonna look at this data set until we get the green light. This is my old job, y'all. My old agency I worked for. But right across the agency, y'all can see this behemoth of a building right here. Let's see if we get a better view. You know, they put up some nice grass to make you feel like it's not what you think it is, right? Damn, we can go down here? Oh, look at the workers working hard to build. Like, I don't even think these pictures justify how big this lot is. Like, so like this isn't even a close walk. I mean, you could see it, but it's not this is fairly good walking distance, right? Let's see if we're gonna workers working hard. Not this guy. This guy's not working too hard. He's on his cell phone, but I'm sure he worked hard on this slab of concrete here. To operate this type of building, this is crazy to put this in a neighborhood. I didn't even realize there was a neighborhood over here. Imagine your house, and this is what you see outside your house. These fake windows, because there ain't no one in here. I mean, there's probably some people in there. This is a data factory, y'all. They put it right in the neighborhood out here. Like, I don't think y'all, this is probably like multiple football fields. And I can imagine multiple football fields. Damn, you can't even go down this street. Because I don't even know what this is. But yeah, that's a nice house. Nice. This is a very oddly structured house. Wouldn't you put a balcony right here? Like, what would all this be for? No, you put a balcony on the backside where you can't see. So why would you put these pallets? I don't know. Sorry, y'all. Well, this is a big building. I wish we had like an aerial view of this thing. You can't even see how, I mean, you see how big it is. We're just zooming through. All right, let's get the front view over here. All right, and you can drive by this thing, Marietta Street, West Midtown. Let's try to get like a little side view on this side so y'all can see this side of it, right? Because y'all just seen the whole other side, but there's a whole second building that you can't, you know, they done put a lot of trees. I'll give it to them. Which I think, so this is that second half of that building. So anyways, a lot of power. Let's talk about it. Everybody got a book now. 13 minutes till market open. Let's watch this real quick. Yeah. So pretty much to power those big buildings, it takes a lot of power, and our grid is already not the most efficient. Is the best way to put it. It's not the most efficient, so we have to find a way to bring in power for even for Bitcoin to get to where we need it to get to, man. We really do got to find a way, and I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. Sure we will. We've been going for a while, y'all. An hour and 20 minutes. This might be my longest live for sure. Longest live for sure. I'll take it. Let's see where we at with it. See where we at with it. Shout out to everybody that's been watching. Shout out to everybody that's been watching. Let's see. We got 9 minutes till the market opens. Who's live right now? Let's see. Open live. Let's see if we can watch the opening live. Who's this? Got a lot of market talk. A lot of market talk. A lot of people live. I didn't realize there was this many people live in the morning. Shout out to all the people going live, man. I'm thinking about doing a 24-hour live channel. Y'all let me know. Let me know what y'all think. Let's see what Bloomberg talking about. Let's see what Bloomberg ain't talking nothing. Let's see. Okay, we got 8 minutes. They say 8 minutes to the bell. Let's put that on pause. I do want to this is what the future of the channel should look like. It should be y'all in here. Y'all got Bloomberg got subscribers. It's crazy. That's how I know I'm a run it up, cause there's no way y'all watching this stuff. This is what they got y'all looking at, man. Nah, and then y'all commenting. That's the crazy part. Y'all in here really commenting. For 3 years, never thought about it until that accident, even during worst windstorms. I don't know what he talking about. Boy, don't know what he talking about. This is the part of the market where, you are supposed to, think about what you got going on, and I know my winners. I know my winners and my shakers for the day, and I know what I'm trying to go after today. What I'm watching right now is crypto, but there's a couple stocks out there that could see something. And sorry, I'm like yawning because this is like the longest live I've ever done. I wonder if I did like a 8-hour live, what that would be like. Oh, I do want to see this Disney drama. Let's do that. Disney drama. Let's see, I do like that. TV, I did see that was like a new thing. Why the video I'm looking for now is not popping up? I'm literally typing in the same. Google has a lot more leverage. All right, let's watch this real quick. Got 5 minutes. So ESPN and Disney are battling over showing games. Well, not ESPN and Google. So pretty much they went from cable to streaming to just still deny us the stuff we want. coming. Yeah, this is annoying. These companies are getting too comfortable. That's real. It's got to be over dollars. Fubo reports strong Q3. Sheesh. They're trying to build Fubo TV. $1.6 million subscribers. What games are they playing? Oh, down 3.2 year over year. Three minutes till market opens. Who's showing the bell? Sorry, y'all can't even see these guys' faces. This stuff is getting nasty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why we should have that? It said D to C. I'm thinking y'all can hear this. Oh, this is not good. The whole time I'm listening, I'm thinking y'all can hear this. That's not good. My bad, y'all. Whole time I'm thinking that's so they're talking about the battle between ESPN and ESPN, Walt Disney, and that's crazy. I wonder how I get this. Let's see. Who's playing the bell, man? No one got the bell going. All right, we're cutting them off. Opening. Let's see who got the bell, man. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's show the bell. Let's.
Maker Kimberly Clark aimed to clean up the mess over at Tyler Maker Kenvue. Kimberly Clark said this morning it will acquire Kenvue for $48.7 billion. That's total enterprise value. This after the Trump administration linked Tylenol to autism in September, which had the stock plunging to fresh lows.
My bad, y'all. I thought y'all could hear.
Leadership shakeup thanks to efforts.
The bell is in.
Investor Jeff Smith at Starboard Value will be a key guest for us at our Invest event on November 13th.
The bell is in.
This will mark Kimberly Clark's initial foray into the pharma space in Tylenol, but will also gain access to other top consumer brands such as Listerine mouthwash and Neutrogena lotions. Meanwhile, the government shutdown rages on, and Tesla fans are eagerly awaiting for a vote on Elon Musk's $1 trillion pay package later this week. Not to mention, we will get
market open.
Names and Palantir. Not
31.
Let's get over to NASDAQ and check in with.
Let's check in.
Busy morning here.
Good morning, Brian. Happy Monday. What we're seeing here early at the beginning of this trading session is the NASDAQ leading the momentum here, up about 1% at the
VIX
open.
at
and
17.
That, we do have the Dow just about flat, and the S&P 500 up about 5%.
Chewy down.
So lots of momentum.
Live Nation down.
Lulu
down.
Want to point out that this would have been the week where we
PG
would have
down.
Those,
Rigetti down. UPS down. TTD down.
Since we're not getting that, there are
Kava
some key
down.
reports that Wall Street has
Lift
their eye on,
up.
including the results from
Props
ADP.
up.
Right now, we have TD Cower, TD Securities predicting that
Meta
October
jumping
added
right
about
now,
45,000 jobs. We're also getting some reports from ISM as well as jobless claims, so definitely keep a lookout for that. And on top of that, too, at the open, I do want to quickly hit on the momentum that we're seeing behind Kenvue after Kimberly Clark announced that they plan to acquire Kenvue in that $48.7 billion deal. We have Kenvue up about 15%, nearly
I don't even know about a Kenvue.
15%, really hovering around those higher levels.
Right,
Kimberly Clark is
we're looking good, y'all.
at the open. Right now, that stock is about 104, hovering at 105. But certainly lots of momentum heading into this week. We also have the Tesla shareholder vote that I know we'll hit on as well. But really, investors looking for any insight into this currency, this U.S. economy, and also into this booming stock market that we continue to see. As Trump said on his interview at 60 Minutes last night, once again, we hit record highs on Friday, and it seems that momentum's moving into this week.
All right, thanks so much, Brooke. Really appreciate it. All right, while the stock market is trading at records, let's keep in mind.
Have y'all tried this Google Finance beta?
Goldman Sachs is out saying today the shutdown may last a few more weeks, but could ultimately end before Thanksgiving. They point to missed air traffic controller and airport screener pay on October 28th, raising the prospect of travel delays. They also note the failure to pay food stamp benefits on time from November 1st might pressure lawmakers to reach a solution. President Trump didn't appear to be in a hurry to end the shutdown in a new 60 Minutes interview Sunday night. Trump touted the stock market being at a record, new investments in the U.S. helping to support the economy, and warned the Supreme Court shooting down his tariffs could hurt the U.S. economy. The Supreme Court will begin debating Trump's tariffs on Wednesday.
Cut out a Lululemon, y'all. We're doing live trades, y'all.
November 5th being the one-year mark since Trump won the presidential election. The S&P 500 has surged 18% since Trump's November 5th win, ending October on a 6-month winning streak and at an all-time high. So lots going on here over the past year, to say the very least. Here on the opening bid roundtable, Tom Essay, Sevens Report Research founder, alongside Yahoo Finance senior reporters Brooke DePalma and Desiree. Tom, I can't believe it has been a year, but we are coming up on this mark. As you look back over the past year, what has been the biggest surprise to you as someone actively involved in these markets?
Good morning, Brian. Thank you for having me on.
I can't see that password.
To me, it's the market resiliency. I mean, it truly is the Teflon market. If someone had told us a year ago that the Trump administration was actually going to go through with all of these reciprocal tariffs, with threatening 100+% tariffs on China, all of these different trade metrics, and the stock market, while volatile earlier this year, just kept sailing away and is at new highs and surging. I think all of us would have been a little bit skeptical, but yet again, this market has shown it is Teflon. Nothing can stick to it, and clearly the bulls are still in control.
Tom, is there more going? So to your point, look, it has been Teflon. We've had tariffs are still in place. We have an ongoing government shutdown. Why? Why is there something underneath the surface of this market besides AI that keeps investors just so optimistic?
So I think it's employment. Obviously, AI is integral to where the S&P 500 is, especially, and that is the linchpin. But as I look beyond the surface, it's employment, right? As long as people have jobs and can get jobs, then they can really weather a lot of uncertainty, inflation, things like that. And the fact that the labor market has stayed so strong, I think, is sort of the unsung hero of this market rally.
Now, Inez, I hear everything Tom is saying, but look, I mean, a large part of this rally is based on AI optimism. Every time OpenAI comes out with another deal, that company sees the potential to raise even more money at a higher valuation. The companies it works with, their stock has tended to trade up.
90.
Yeah, it's this market is being led by AI mostly, and you have analysts that have been talking about the markets going higher because of AI. Yes, you've had the Fed easing, but AI is really the driver here. I will say that over this past year, just looking at this past year, the stunning rally from the April lows has been so notable, where the administration basically shifted to, we are going to spend our way out of this issue, and we are going to invest in all the sort of touch points of energy, of AI, of industrial. I mean, if you look at every single sector that is up right now year to date, it is what the administration has also been looking at. So the chip sector, data centers, electricity generation, all of this is what has been leading this market. And of course, AI being the fundamental theme throughout all of this.
Tom, let me get back to you. Why can't this continue into next year? If tariffs aren't going to take down the market, if the shutdown's not going to take down the market, if higher valuations aren't going to take down the market, we have the Fed out there likely to cut rates a couple more times next year. What hits things here?
Yeah, so as we think about what goes wrong, I think that the simplest way to describe it, it's not that people were wrong to be worried about all these tariffs or policy uncertainty. It's that they expected it to be negative too soon. So the economy is still facing headwinds. The unemployment rate is rising. We are seeing economic metrics come in, but it's not reacting to tariffs and trade uncertainty as fast as everybody expected it to. But just because it doesn't do it as quickly, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And I think that, to me, as we look at 2026, I can start painting a case that the stock market is starting to make the economy look better than it really is, because AI is powering the S&P 500 higher, while the rest of these sectors, while not bad, we're starting to see little cracks. And I think that's a big thing to watch in 2026.
Let me bring you in here. To Tom's point, there are cracks emerging in this economy. I look at what Chipotle said. Starbucks results have started to improve, but still not blowing anyone's minds. We have the SNAP payments now missed. Now the retailer is going to report in a few weeks. I'm seeing cautious notes from Target in my box. I have a story on Yahoo Finance right now looking at Target stock trading at a 52-week low. So it's not all great out there economic-wise.
Brian, I think a key indicator on really how this low and middle income consumer who has been struggling, as all those reports hinted to, will become clear when McDonald's reports this week their latest quarterly earnings. We're certainly
I've honestly recently let me explain it to y'all. So I used to use market orders, and recently I started to use limits, because I realized I was like losing out on money. Not a lot, but I was losing out on enough to someone's gonna feel that. Come on, the price going up. I was losing out on a lot of just cents because I was just doing market orders. So like, this is how these companies are just stealing money from people. you know, buying in between the prices. Come on, bro. This shit gonna make me get out of this right now. I don't even like the way this is heading for real. So I'd rather take this money and spread it somewhere else. You know, there's we get a couple names I could spread into. I could take this money and really, sheesh. I gotta get out of this too. This is already cooking me. Let's LAC's cooking me right now. Yeah, let's get out of LAC. Oh shit, no. I do not like trading on this phone for real. I don't even remember how much I had. I got 50 shares. It's tweaking. It was good with me. Alright, let's cut LAC by 25. What is it? Shit, market these, guys. I just want to sell. 535, what's the ass? Fuck it, put it in. I'll sell something. That Lululemon joint is still open. It's crazy. And then y'all start playing with me with these sales, man. Alright, that Lululemon is getting changed. Let's change this to a market. Cause Lululemon is y'all just gonna keep burning. Let's go to market, sell 6. Let's get the hell out of here. Cause y'all playing with me. Y'all playing with my money. Okay. And then LAC, y'all still playing. I'm gonna let y'all run up a little bit. You know. Still a little up on my Lululemon, which is fine. Whoa. Should definitely have more than that. See, I'm gonna have to. The meta play moving. Wait, what? Nokia? Nah, we gotta talk about this. Nokia? Yo. Wow. Many of y'all, for those of y'all that been here from the jump. When did this happen? Last week? So Nokia inked a deal with NVIDIA. For those of y'all who don't know, I've been a huge fan of Nokia back when I first started trading. I really thought like they was the one, and then the the retail investors came in and tried to they tried to make the stock jump up or whatever the case may be, and then the people that run the company came out like, yo, leave our stuff alone. Okay, our Lululemon filled at 168. They were like letting us know. Oh, I forgot. Wow, man. Shout out to Lyft, Meta, and Nokia leading the way for me today. You know, got out of LAC. Try to cut some of them losses. Wow, Nokia. This is good, man. So if y'all don't know, Nokia has like all the components you need to like make your structure, your system. They build systems now, not just phones. So this is good. Wow, someone turned 400K into 4 million on the trade. Wow. Wow. Wow, let's see what 100 shares does for me. Wow. I know, wow, man. I used to have, I think I had way more than 100 shares, to be honest. I sold a lot. I sold a lot of Nokia. Damn, I feel like I gotta put Nokia back on, like, just to know when to get the hell out. You know, let's take this one. That was the one. You know, I'd have some of this money be like sitting for so long, y'all, that I was told to get into this one right here, candle. Let's get into a little bit of candle. Let's take some of the money that we CADL. Let's put something light. Let's put something light. All right. I want to buy like, let's see what like 100 shares do. How much is that? 500. Let me get 100 shares at 32. I just be trying to get people. Oh, damn. Filled. Must be going down. All right. I've been doing a lot of dabbling lately, y'all. So a lot of leaping around, a lot of jumping around, because there's money to be made out here. You can't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Let's see what STZ is doing. Okay, still going down. Still going down. You get a 128. 128. Okay. I have noticed the Google Finance numbers are a little slow. Just a little bit. Just a little bit slow. Let's watch XRP. We're watching everything right now. Of course, the market's freezing up right now. All right, y'all. Should we go to the next 15, or should we just cut it? Like, y'all been here for a minute. I feel like I have to go the final stretch, right? It only makes sense. I feel like I have to go the final sorry, y'all. All right, let's see what we got on. Let me see what we got. Nope. We got, who's live right now? Who's live right now? Bloomberg. 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 If this, I was trying to figure out if this 24 hours live stream, y'all, is killing me. Let's see what they talking about.
During that time period, OpenAI was able to go to a handful of them, such as
OpenAI. Yo, this is gonna be right. OpenAI has money. Nvidia, OpenAI money is going everywhere.
Cloud provider with the highest market share. After the agreement was revised and OpenAI had the ability to go anywhere, we had predicted last Thursday that this is a very strong case this is going to happen because AWS has the largest scale distribution network and it has all the chips that people want. So this is a very logical step for OpenAI to go to AWS and add to what they're already doing.
We see
I don't know how I feel about Sam Altman running the show.
Saying they'll get X amount of NVIDIA chips.
I'm not scared to show it. I don't know if this is reflecting or not. I'd be like worried.
Decide, you get 100,000, you get 500,000.
You get a million. You get a million.
Because that seems to be very important right now.
No, this is always the case. So,
that's crazy. NVIDIA, Nokia.
NVIDIA for us. In his model, he doesn't think chips being a big bottleneck, which means they have the ability to create as many chips for this year as the demand is looking through. Now, how NVIDIA distributes it also depends on how big is the cloud provider. When it comes to Amazon and Microsoft, I don't think they will have a problem gaining a lot of the chips. I think another
risky
group
stuff,
of companies that will get a lot of the NVIDIA chips are the neo clouds, people like CoreWeave, because they are,
I've been jumping and dabbling so much
for NVIDIA. So I think chips is not the roadblock right now. It's usually power.
And
that power demand, again, it's another thing that we hear deal activity swirling around, be it nuclear this or nuclear that. Anurag, that's also a timeline that takes a very, very long time to get up and running. So what happens when you have this mismatch of data centers coming online, but the power supply not yet there?
All right, I'm gonna sign off this.
I think is a bigger problem, just because it takes a lot longer to get them active. And we have had one of our energy analysts explain to us that if you want to open a data center, for example, in Virginia, it's going to be very difficult because the power constraints are there. But if you want to go
talking about the data centers,
some of the other Midwestern states where there could be excess power at that point, there is a chance you can create some data centers there in a short period of time.
Anurag, thank you so much for joining us. Always
really
great to get your take. Anurag Rana of Bloomberg Intelligence. Coming up, Kenvue soars as it will be folded into Kimberly-Clark in a $40 billion deal. We have the details.
This is the Kenvue. Who the hell is Kenvue? Guys, they have been the talk of the town. Isn't that interesting? Oh, this is the company that Trump done. Oh, that's crazy. So I think it's always interesting when companies switch, they have different names. So Tylenol got ousted a couple weeks ago for causing a bunch of diseases. I don't want to say anything because it's all allegedly. But they just got bought for $48.7 billion. Wow, Kimberly-Clark is buying Tylenol maker in a cash and stock deal worth $48 billion. Wow. Okay, I didn't even know. Okay. Largest corporate takeovers of the year. So that was, I feel like that's just a cause and effect type of deal. Because, ooh, okay, just got into CADL. Boy, jumping. Okay. That's what I like to see. Jumping out the roof. They keep it going. I need TTD to turn around now. Turn around. I hope y'all been enjoying this live though. Can't wait till I go live on TikTok. All right. Who else? What we got?
And it was certainly a big focus in order to get these top talent players at the
$1 trillion
helm of these
package. Let's talk about it.
Mostly that are leading either a turnaround, or B, trying to push forward and become a standout in this sort of competitive AI industrial, whatever you want to call it, race that's currently underway. And so to be determined on whether or not we see these mega pay packages pay out, but certainly it definitely keeps these key players at the helm for longer.
It's always going to play out
if
if Elon wants to stay with the company.
Plans, we also know that direct tie-in there certainly is keeping these players really
what happened to the
semi-trucks on how exactly they plan to turn around the company is.
Go think, the CEO being undervalued for a $50 million pay package. Big tech is getting hooked on debt to fund its sprawling AI ambitions. Alphabet is returning to Europe's debt market for the second time this year. Total sales expected to be at least the equivalent of $3.5 billion. Meta sold $30 billion of corporate bonds last week, the biggest offering of the year in the U.S. dollar market. My question of the day is this: are these debt sales bullish or bearish for the broader stock market? Tom, what say you?
They're bullish in the short term, as long as it sticks
not there
to these major mega cap companies. What I don't want to see is that a lot of smaller AI tech companies that need funding just crushing the corporate bond markets with offerings, because there's fervor over AI and they're going to get money. But my worry is that AI and the rollout, the build out of AI infrastructure is already
I'm just
sort of seeping to different
keeping
sectors
track of
the
everything
economy.
On the
and
fly.
if all of a sudden there's disappointment in AI adoption, well, then now
VIX still
we
at
have
17.
a problem on top of the other problems we're going to have with the removal of sort of this private stimulus in AI infrastructure. So I hope that it sticks to the big guys if it funnels down, I think it's actually quite a negative.
Inez, you worried about this?
I mean, of course, when there's debt involved,
let's talk about this pharmaceutical. These people talking about debt. We've heard about that.
This swarming. And then there was also the Tylenol headlines, which didn't help. You can't forget those. So it is really interesting that it gets,
is that when people find out about the nasty things your company's doing, the quickest way to just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Sell it.
How well does it fit into, in an era of deconstructing
I think people are slow enough that they won't even realize that this headline was a thing. I think a lot of, it's not, I don't want to say there's not a lot of smart people, but I'll just say that there's not a lot of people that
the drugstore now, when you're picking up your Huggies and your Kleenex, you could also get Neutrogena products and Tylenol. So it definitely is
the best way to
an expansion.
If you're a Democrat, right? Certainly not if you're an expectant mother that voted for Donald Trump.
Going on 2 hours.
Had been looking to expand in the U.S., but it's aggressive. You mentioned the share drop in Kimberly-Clark, so this is definitely a new direction for them. This is an acquisitive move. Certainly, there were other names around Kenvue that we never confirmed, but this is one that didn't make sense for J&J. So you do see a deconsolidation and then consolidation.
The right move not to answer Matt, by the way, in that specific comment. But okay, even you just saying you go into CVS or whatever store you go to, and everything is now Kimberly-Clark. That immediately, to me, rings alarm bells of competition.
So that is a great question, but Kimberly-Clark doesn't make over-the-counter products.
All right, y'all. We 5 minutes out. Been on here for almost 2. I feel like we got to go to the 2 hour mark because I've never crossed it. So
basket, let's say a company like Unilever.
All right, we don't want to talk. We don't want to listen to health stuff.
A little bit ahead in the AI game, and their core business is a bit more diversified.
Because the biggest topic, I guess the biggest debate right now is whether AI is in a bubble. But I think the difference between the .com bubble is that these companies are actually making money. Yes, they are financing. Wow, Tesla jumping. They are financing a lot, but they're financing the debt. They're financing their spending with debt and AI to make sure that they don't miss the race, because this is everybody's trying to be the leader right now, and there's no clear leader. There's definitely not a clear leader, but there's a lot of winners. Oh, talk about striking. I'm gonna just keep to myself. I've just been striking lately, man. I just need Meta to go to 670, and we'll be good. We'll be good for the day. All right, 3 more minutes, y'all. Hang in there with me. Let's see what we got here. What we talking about? They not talking about nothing. Let's see who we got here. They not talking about nothing either. Who else? Yahoo Live. Bloomberg is live. No one's talking about Nathan. Crypto. Apple. Cash like stock. I always say Apple's damn, 282 and came back down. It's been a good trading year, y'all. Overall, it's been a really good trading year. Overall. It actually worries me a little bit. It actually makes me wonder, what's going on. If y'all don't know, I got a video dropping at 11 a.m. Every week. I did want to mention this. Every week I'm dropping a new video. I'm going to do my best to go live once a week or more. The more y'all engage, the more I'm going to be encouraged to go live, obviously. So, and we'll get the sound right. I didn't realize y'all couldn't hear earlier. So, we'll work on that. I'll work on that. That's all on me to make sure y'all getting the best experience on this journey. So we're going to learn a lot together. We're going to learn a whole lot. Hopefully we can make some money together. AMD kid, man, this is a killer. Killing it for me. Been killing it for me. Should have went crazy. Yeah. Y'all can't see this little chart on the side. Maybe that's a good thing. Y'all can't see what stocks I'm looking at unless I click on it. I try to oh wow, I sold out of this. I didn't fully sell out of it. That's why you always gotta I had 50 shares took out. This was just like a risk. I threw in 50 shares just to kind of like see where we was going to go. And clearly it hasn't been doing well. So, I just took my losses because I'm trying to focus on the wins. All right. Focus on the wins. Cut the losses quick, 10%. I think I had to give myself like 5%. I let it get to 8%. So one thing I'm trying to learn going into next year is that like cut the losses quick. Like let's cut the losses quick. Let's focus. Maybe it didn't turn out how you thought. Let's cut it quick so that I'm not, down 80%. Let's cut it at 5. Let's cut it at 10. Before I go in, know what that number is so that when it hits it, we out of there. Bad judgment. We're swinging. A lot of these plays we're swinging. None of this, last time I'm getting into it, it ain't long term. So I'm in the stuff that I'm already long term. So it's just being aware, for real. All right, let's get one more last. Bloomberg. Oh, lost him that quick to commercial break. Let's see what they got over here. Could be a choppy rest of the month. Coverage continues in 18 seconds. We'll watch a little bit of coverage and then we'll sign out as the coverage continues because I got stuff to do today. I know a lot of y'all at work already, but I definitely got to get it going. I got to get it working. Guess this includes. All right, let's see who we got. Let's see what we talking about. Okay, we got a brother on?
Welcome to Market Catalyst. I'm Julie Hyman. We are 30 minutes into
y'all gonna see me on
Yahoo
Finance one day. That's gonna be a goal.
First up, Amazon announcing a $38 billion computing deal with OpenAI. We'll discuss. Plus, we'll hone in on the Fed's rate path and sit down with Chicago Fed President Austin Goolsbee. And we'll also be zeroing in on the state of the economy as a new report highlights slowing income growth for young workers. Taking a look at the major averages, we are seeing a mixed picture here. Right now, the Dow is off about 181 points, about 0.4% of 1%. The S&P 500, little changed here, and the Nasdaq is up 0.6%. Now, in terms of what else I'm watching here today in terms of asset classes, we are seeing an increase in yields, which
Watch
is
the bonds, y'all.
That's seen, of course, sub 4% yields.
Watch the bonds, y'all.
Something
all
that
right.
we've been watching closely, and now
let's
we're seeing
get y'all
them
over
come
to
back
the
up again. That has been affecting different areas of the market, including some of the interest rate sensitive groups. So real estate, for example, today is the worst performing group. That's something that bears watching. The best performer, XLY, which is consumer discretionary, which includes Amazon, which we just talked about, signing this $38 billion deal with OpenAI, giving OpenAI
appreciate y'all for watching.
Powered by, of course,
make sure y'all
GPUs and Nvidia shares are up by about 2.4% today. Microsoft also signing a data center deal with IREN, which is a so-called neo-cloud provider of data center capacity. So the AI trade continuing apace. And in the